Well, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Now we're going to explain and discuss about manner of articulation. So, before we're we're going to explain it, I would like to tell you about the place of articulation. Well, the place of articulation is the place in the mouth where the sound is produced or where there is the most contact or near contact of articulators. So, it's like, for example, labial, bilabial, labiodental, dental, or and something like that. And we have discussed it last week. So now we are group 5. We are going to explain about manner of articulation. So me as the first speakers, I'm going to explain about stop, continued, voiced, and voiceless. And my friends Putri will discuss about fricative, fricative, nasal, and oral. And the last is the RIDWAN. We'll explain about aspirated, unaspirated, and plosive. So let's we start. Manner of articulation describes how the different speech organs are involved in producing consonant sound. Basically, how the consonant sound are articulate and interaction of the articulators when making a speech sound. The articulator is speech organs such as the tongue, lips, and palate. Stop consonant sounds. This type of consonant sound resulting from a blocking or stopping effect on the airstream. And there are 6 distinct stop sounds in American English, and I will give you the example. The first one, you can stop the air with your lips and makes the p or p sounds, like in the word pie and pie. You can also stop the air with the tip of your tongue at the alveolar ridge, and if you do so, you will make the t or p sounds, like in the word tan and pan. And the last one, you can stop the air with the back of your tongue in your throat and make the k or k sounds, like in the word kite and guy. As you can see in the pictures, see how all the stops are grouped in the pairs. And the next is about continued consonant sounds. Well, this type of consonant sound, in which air stream continuously through a constricted area of the vocal tract. When pronouncing continuous consonant, the air is never completely blocked by any part of the vocal tract. And this is the example of the continuant consonant. M, S, F, R, N, V, Z. And like in the word, the example in the word fan, van, thin, then, soon, show, run, lie. And I will give you more example in this phrase, more rice is a continuous consonant. When R is linked into another R, it's pronounced for more time. So the R of this phrase, more rice, is said for a longer durations. I will reply it. More rice. Yeah, just like that. Next is about voiced and voiceless. Voiced is category of consonant sounds made while vocal cords vibrate. For example, p for bed, d for dreams, g for gloves, and voiceless is one that is produced sounds without vibration of the vocal cords. These are the voiceless consonants. Examples: k for coat, p for park, t for town.
Now, we're going to talk about fricative, the manner of articulation used in producing the set of sound v, 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 s, z, sh, sh, and h. These sounds involves almost blocking the airstream and having their push through the very narrow opening. As the air is pushed through, a type of friction is produced, and the resulting sounds are called fricative. All of these sounds are divided into two types, voice and voiceless. Voice, the sounds are f, f, s, and sh. For example, the sound v in the word thin and sh in the word sure. And then voiceless, the sounds are v, v, z, zh, and h. For example, the sound v in the word then and zh in the word pleasures. Affricate. If you combine a brief stopping of the airstream with an obstructed release which causes some friction, you'll be able to produce the sounds ch and j. You can hear the sound ch in the word cheap and j in the word jeep. Nasals. Nasal is when the volume is null in its rest position, and then air escapes through both the nose and the mouth to produce the sound um, un, and All these sounds are voiced. For example, the sound un in the word running and the sound in the word singer. Oral. Oral sounds is when the sounds produced with volume up, blocking the air for escaping through the nose. Remember, oral sounds just since the air can escape only through the oral cavity, and most sounds in all languages are oral sounds. And all of these sounds are divided into two types, voice and voiceless. Voice, for example, the sound b in the word black, and voiceless, for example, the sound k in the word king.
Okay, now I'm going to explain what aspirated sound is. Aspirated sound is a set of multiple possible spoken sounds in complementary distribution with their unaspirated counterparts. In phonetics, aspiration is a strong breath that accompanies release or in the case of pre-aspirations, unlocks some barriers. When you put your hand in front of your mouth and speak, in any language, you will feel air puffing out from your mouth on certain sounds. we just breathe out in the same time. For example, potato, Twitter, quick. Okay, the next is an aspirated consonant. Sounds are obstruents or speech sounds that are unvoiced and unpalatized. The difference between aspirated is when you put your hand in front of your mouth and speak. In any language, you won't feel air puffing out from your mouth. We don't breathe out in the same time. For example, book, that, pesha. The last one is plosive. A plosive is a consonant characterized by a complete obstruction of the outgoing air stream by articulators, a build-up of air pressure in the mouth, and finally, a release of that pressure. A stop is merely the first part of the sound. In other words, in producing these sounds, the air is stopped for a brief moment. There are three types of plosive. The first one is bilabial plosives. Plosives is a sound in which the flow of air out of the body is interrupted by closing the lips together. For example, pizza, trouble. And the second is lingua alveolar plosives. Plosives is a sound in which the flow of air out of the body is interrupted by touching the tongue to the alveolar ridge. For example, topped and must. The last one is lingua velar plosives. Is a sound in which the flow of air out of the body is interrupted by touching the back of the tongue to the velum, the soft part of the roof of the mouth. It's about as far back in the mouth as can be reached with the tip of the tongue. For example, cook, ask, duck, and good.
So that is our last topic from Ridwan, and we can conclude that manner of articulation consists of stop, continuant, voiced, voiceless, fricative, affricative, nasal, oral, aspirated, unaspirated, and the last one is plosive. And we hope you can understand our explanation. If there are any question, just up your hands. Maybe that's all from us. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. No. Thank you. Bye bye.